It is November and it's time for another month of little acts of decluttering. Hi, my name's Rachel. I do videos about decluttering, minimalism and my no spend year, and today we're talking little acts of decluttering that you can do on a daily basis that can help you reduce the clutter in your home. So if you're overwhelmed by stuff and not really sure where to start, this is a great strategy for just starting to chip away at the little bits and pieces around your home that just are starting to build up, and it will just give you that sense of control back by working through random areas. And they are going to be random areas from all around your home. They could be items or areas that you've already thought of, or it could be something that you haven't thought of and actually is worth a little check through. There are 30 days in November, so let's get into it. If you want to follow along with each little act of decluttering, I share a PDF calendar on my website, declutteryourlife.co.uk, that you can download and you can then tick off each item as we go through. I also share them on my social media channels as little daily reminders on Instagram, Facebook and TikTok. So if any of those are helpful, then go check those out as well. For the first of the month, let's talk memorabilia. You may have some collectible items that maybe you have been saving. It's probably worth going through and seeing if you really want them, if they still mean the same to you, because people's interests and collections can change over long periods of time. So it's worth just reflecting and seeing if there's any items that you're willing to sell or maybe donate to a charity. For the second of the month, let's talk wellies. Wellies are a good one to check before we go into those muddy months. It's worth checking for children because obviously they grow so quickly. So just check that everybody's wellies fit and that you are ready for the season. For the 3rd of November, can you have a look through your children's artwork? And I say this because we get a lot. We get a lot of children's artwork from school and from nursery. So it's worth just making sure that you're only keeping your favourites and anything else maybe has a one in, one out policy. What I used to do was have one up on a wall, and anytime something new came in, I would either put it in front or I would take the old away. So I was only keeping hold of a couple at a time, and I was just rotating through them as they came. Anything that I thought was particularly special, I would then put away in a memory box. If you've enjoyed this video so far, don't forget to give it a thumbs up and press like and subscribe. And every like, comment and share really does help my video to be seen by others, so I really appreciate when you do it. Thank you. For the 4th of November, do you have any sleeping bags? Maybe some camping equipment that's been hanging around? Are they aired out? Have you used them? Are you likely to use them? If you're not likely to use them, these are good items to donate or sell. For the 5th of November, can you check through your batteries? This is a good one to check because if you keep them for too long, they can become a bit dangerous and start leaking. Just check that any spare batteries you've got are okay, and check your devices that the batteries within them are all okay as well. For the 6th of the month, do you have any power banks that you're not using? Or maybe you've got ones that are not really very good anymore. Now would be a time to let go of them. You can recycle these at the recycle centre. For the 7th of November, can you go through the drinks cabinet? Are there any items in there that you're not really likely to drink, or maybe you don't like the taste of after you tried it? See if anybody else would like them, or you could empty them out and recycle the bottles. For the 8th, do you have any sports accessories? I recently went through a cupboard and found some tennis rackets, and actually I don't really use them. I haven't used them in a very long time, probably after the first week of buying it. I haven't used them since. And actually, why am I holding on? So have you got any accessories that you don't use? There might be some hobbies that you've tried and then not got on with. Those are good items to donate or sell. For the 9th of November, do you have any unused devices? It's really worth getting rid of old devices as soon as you get something new so that you are able to get the maximum value for your device. So every time you get a new phone, always let go of the old, because then you're going to get the maximum you can for that phone in a resale opportunity. So check through any devices, and these are good ways of making money ahead of the Christmas period. For the 10th of November, can you set a 10-minute timer and see how much you can declutter within an area or within your whole home? It could be whichever you prefer, and you're just trying to get what you can done in that time. So there's no pressure to do a big job. It's just about a small little bit of decluttering. For the 11th, have you got any bunting that you've had up? Maybe in children's rooms or in a decorative space or a playroom. Do you need it? Have they outgrown it? Do you have any old bunting from when you've done different parties? Decide whether or not it's really something that you are likely to use in the next year. For the 12th of the month, can you find 15 items to declutter from your home? This is a good way of focusing in on one particular area of your choice, or it could just be random items within your home that you would like to go through. For the 13th of November, do you have any old phones that you're not using? So very similar to the devices, you just want to make sure that you are getting the best value when you have devices that you're not using. So any old phones. And if they're too old, these could be recycled at the recycle centre. For the 14th, do you have any placemats? Maybe you've got a couple of different sets of placemats for special occasions. Make every day a special occasion and always use your best ones that you really love, and then let go of the rest. For the 15th of the month, do you have too many tea towels? I know this is probably one where people might like to have lots of, but are there any that don't absorb very well? These are good ones to let go of. I have a few like that, and as soon as I got rid of them, I just felt so much better because I knew all the ones I had were very good at absorbing water. For the 16th, can you clear a surface? This could be a windowsill, the bedside table, the dressing table, the coffee table, the dining table, the kitchen counter. Just want you to go through that area, clear everything off, give it a nice clean, and only put back the essentials. And then everything else either needs to find a home or thought about as to whether or not it's an item you can let go of. For the 17th, do you have any styling tools? Maybe some hairstyling tools like curlers. Do you have any that you don't use, or do you have any old ones, maybe old hair straightening tools? Do you need them? Now's the time to let go. For the 18th, do you have any baking supplies like baking tins or cupcake molds? Do you need them? Do you use them on a regular basis? Only keep the ones that you really love and that you utilise, otherwise they're just taking up valuable kitchen space. For the 19th of November, can you go through children's books? Just go through, check if there are any that are too young for them now or that they don't like. Now would be a good time to let go and just reduce down. For the 20th of November, can you make sure the landing area at the top of the stairs is clear of clutter? It's a nice safe space to use and to walk through. For the 21st of November, can you make sure the bathroom sink areas are all nice and clean and tidy, that everything's put away, that it's not collecting lots of different products around it? Just make sure you're clearing it away on a regular basis. For the 22nd, you need to start thinking about unsubscribing from emails and newsletters that you don't really want anymore. I'm not talking about your regular work emails, you need those. But go through any regular emails that come through and just see whether or not you really want to be subscribed to them, and start unsubscribing to anything that is really not worth it for you, not serving a purpose for you. If you're avoiding opening them or looking at them, then they're probably not doing anything for you. For the 23rd of November, can you find 20 items to declutter from your home? Just see if you can focus in on an area, maybe you could look at makeup or clothing, and see if there are any items that you're willing to let go of. For the 24th of November, do you have any collectible models that you don't need anymore? Maybe you had a bit of a collection and maybe you don't really use them anymore, or maybe you don't display them. Are they items that you really want to keep? These are a good way of making some extra money. For the 25th, can you go through your pillows? Do you have too many spare pillows in the cupboard that aren't being used? Is it time to refresh your current ones and then let go of the old? And for the 26th, the same goes for duvets. Do you have any spare duvets that aren't being used, or any old ones that could be let go of? For the 27th, do you have any children's chairs or bean bags that they're not really using? It's worth just checking whether or not they are serving a purpose within the playroom or within their rooms, and letting go if they're not. For the 28th of November, can you go through jumpsuits and play suits? Just check that they fit nicely, that they are ones that you're going to wear. If not, then these are good items to donate or sell. For the 29th of November, do you have any pens and pencils, colouring stuff that you're not really using? Maybe you've got addicted to the colouring books. Do you use them? Are you using them? Let go if you're not. For the 30th, do you have too many drying racks or areas within your home? Maybe you use them over the winter. Maybe you have more than you need, or maybe you have a broken one. You just haven't got around to letting go of it. Now's a good time to just make some space and let go of it. There are 30 items to declutter in November. Hopefully they will inspire you to get started and to get motivated to declutter. Let me know which ones you got on well with, or if you've got any other areas that you're going to focus in on. And I shall be back for more videos soon. Take care. Bye.